Hello, I'm Jennifer with Photo and Story Treasures. Welcome to another Artisan Quick Tips with Jennifer. Today, I am going to show you a great trick that I just figured out. It's a shortcut. It's a cropping shortcut when you're using a frame to create your pages in Artisan digital scrapbooking software. So if you are unfamiliar with Artisan, let me give you a few fast facts. Artisan is amazing digital scrapbooking software, and there's a lot you can do with it. If you're already familiar with Artisan, and that's why you're watching this video, keep watching. We'll just move right on. If you're not, go ahead and pause the video so that you can read through these Artisan fast facts. Notice too my website where you can purchase Artisan if you don't have it, and my email address down at the bottom if you have any questions. All right, we are over in Artisan now. This is the Artisan program that I've purchased and it's downloaded on my computer. As usual, per all of the Artisan quick tips with Jennifer, you are seeing totally random pages over here. This is my practice project where I played around to begin with as I started using Artisan, which was super fun. Okay, let's cut to the chase. So this cropping shortcut. So if you want to just put a picture on your page like this one, it's pretty straightforward. You navigate over here to photos, you click and drag the photo over here. That's it. If, however, you want to use a frame, so I have tagged all of my frames here so that I can just find all the frames in all the collections. You may have some trouble. I want to show you this example. I shouldn't say trouble, it's just not that straightforward. So what you would need to do then is take your photo and put it behind. You can layer, so that the frame is on top of your photo. But what happens when you try to make it the same? You'll notice that if I try to make it the same size as the frame opening, I've got some left over. With one frame, it might not be a big deal because the whole frame might cover it. But with this particular frame and some other frames, having overlap here is going to run into the next picture. So what do you do? Okay, here is the hack. Okay, here is the trick for how to deal with that without having to go in and crop all your pictures first, which you can do, but this is a lot easier. All right, so first, what you need to do once you've got your frame here, click insert up here at the upper left, if you can see where my mouse is. Below that is something called an empty frame. It's a photo placeholder. All right, so I might refer to it as empty frame. I might refer to it as a photo placeholder. You can, if you right click, select the size of it, lock the aspect ratio so that you can't stretch it out away from the size that you want it, away from the shape that you want it. But for this trick that I'm going to show you, don't do any of that. Just leave it the way it is. And when you have 3 frames, I suggest that you look to see what order, because they're layered on top of each other, right? What order they're in, and start with the lowest one, the one on the bottom. Okay, so if I look at these frames, this one is on top of this one, and this one is on top of this one. So I want to do this one first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and you can see, because I haven't locked the aspect ratio, I can make it whatever shape I want. So what I'm going to do is turn it a little bit and resize it without locking that aspect ratio. All right, right there. Maybe move it up a little bit. I don't know. Now I'm just gonna, for convenience here, I'm just gonna click copy and paste here using my keyboard. And I'm going to keep going down. This looks a little like it needs to be adjusted just a little bit. Maybe down a little. Okay. And then I'm going to do it one more time. And do it here. Okay. Now, if you zoom in here, you can still see there's a little bit of green. It looks like I need to, because my background page is green. Looks like I need to adjust this a little more. So this is, yeah, a little bit tedious, but let me tell you, if you get this right, then once you put your pictures in, it's fantastic. All right, let me move that a little and that a little. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on my frame and I'm going to click order and move to the front. Now those photo placeholders are behind the frame. Okay, so let's go back to my photos and we will put a few photos in here. So now that these are the right size, it's super, super, super easy to just drop my photos in here without having to resize or whatever. Now, once I get in here, if I decide, oh gosh, I really want to, let's say, zoom in on this and drag it around to be a little different, right? Or whatever. I can manipulate the photo now within that same size, within that same photo placeholder, whether I want to adjust it up or down or left or right or however, whatever size, you know, my photo fits. All right, so that is such a great tip, in my opinion, that will save you a lot of time. So that is your cropping shortcut. It saves you from having to actually crop when you are working with frames, especially frames of sort of unusual sizes. You'll notice that this one is, these are pretty narrow pictures in here. So I hope you enjoyed that tip. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel to get more tips right away as soon as they're published. Thanks.